very good morning to all of you. I'm Rama Chhabra. I'm Associate Professor in the Department of Education and Educational Management. And today we will be talking about an important topic, which is on teamwork and team building. I think team building is one of the crucial areas in which the students are to be trained, because when they enter the workforce, they have to work with people of different backgrounds, different caste, culture, different age, different religion. And we all know today's world is driven by uh, innovations leading to constant change. And you will all agree with me, the success of any organization depends on the kind of teams it has, not that the kind of infrastructure it has, because bigger projects require people to work together. So teamwork has become an important concept in the organizations. Effective teams are necessary for the continuous growth, development, and management of any organization. This is the outline of my presentation. We'll be talking about what exactly is teamwork and what is the team building process, why teamwork is needed, what are the various aspects related to the team building process, and what are the guidelines for making an effective team. So, starting with what is teamwork and team building? See, teamwork is, in simple terms, I will say the concept of people working together as a team. Means the sum of the efforts undertaken by each team member for the achievement of the objectives is called the teamwork. For example, you might have noticed in the, let us say, in the field of medical emergency, there is a, let's say, example of a complicated surgery has to be done. There the chief doctor, the other assistant doctors, the nurses, even the ward boys need to work in complete coordination. A small error in the coordination may create a medical emergency. Another example may be in your engineering area, let's say, is the construction of a building. There also we require the coordination of the architect or the interior designer, the contractor, the mason, the plumber, the electrician, etc. All people have to work together to make that beautiful building. Or maybe I will say in childhood, you must have enjoyed a circus show where the tricks are performed one after the other. And I think we really enjoy, due to that wonderful atmosphere, the risky games, the horror generating plays with wild animals. There is no time lapse, not a single moment is wasted, even when there is a tremendous change required in the setting, like arranging cages for the lions. I think it is done in the minimum possible time, and that too with perfection. That is because many people are working for the same thing and they are doing their jobs flawlessly. There is no confusion, no disagreement, no hesitation while completing the job. So, this is possible only because of the perfect team building. All the team members complement each other. As I said, the teamwork is actually the collective effort of each and every team member to achieve their assigned goal. No member can afford to sit back and expect the other member to perform on his or her behalf. That's not a good team spirit. So, a team player is someone who is able to get along with their colleagues and work together in a cohesive group. We generally use the term team to describe the sports teams, like what happens in the cricket team. I think all the players, they have a common focus, common objective, that is to win the game. Everyone, the captain, the wicket keeper, the bowlers, the fielders, all work together to achieve that common target, that we have to win the game. All the players of the team understand, appreciate that the performance of the team is important and everyone has to contribute wholeheartedly to that. That is the definition of a team player. Every member in the team has to perform and contribute in his best possible way to achieve the common predefined goal. Individual performances do not count in the team. It is the collective performance of the team workers which matters the most. As I think it is said, there is no I in the teamwork. Every individual must think of his team first, and the personal interest must take a back seat. Everyone has to work equally for the maximum output. Similarly, organizations, maybe we have a sales team, administration team, human resources team, research team, operations team. All members of the various teams, they work together to achieve the targets. Every team member has a specific role to play in accomplishing the various tasks on his workplace. And team building, see, it is very easy to make a team, but it is very challenging and difficult to bind the team members together and make them work for a longer time. It is the process of establishing and developing a greater sense of collaboration and trust between the members. In day to day life, I think team building does not emerge naturally. Intentional efforts are necessary for that. Otherwise, people's difference of opinions, different personalities, their biased thinking, hostility, cutthroat competition will never allow any real cooperation and the best efforts. Lack of open, free communication and trust leads to lack of coordination. So, team building refers to various activities undertaken to motivate the members and increase the overall performance of the team. We will discuss more in detail about that team building process, and how much team building is necessary in a particular organization also depends on various things. For example, team building in a university academic department may be comparatively less than the, let us say, accounting department. In finance, I think everyone's work depends on someone else's work. Even if a single person makes some minor mistake, all the others will suffer. So when there are stages of work, more team building is necessary. Like in corporate sectors, many teams are formed to complete a project, and people really work for years together. For example, we have seen that we have achieved that Mangal mission of ISRO, I think, where hundreds of people had worked together for years to achieve that mission. So team building जो है, it is a procedure. It is not an event. It is a continuous process. The efforts have to make to keep the people together. So to understand the more about what exactly is a team, what is the importance of a team, let us go through this simple real life situation to understand what is a team and what is the importance of team. I have given a simple real life situation. At the end, there is a question which we will discuss. Okay, if you have read that, I would like you to respond at the end. Why do you think Johan failed? Why could he not complete his assignment on time? He did not trust his team members. There is lack of trust. If there is lack of trust, we do not make a good team. What else? Somebody said no teamwork. Why there was no teamwork? Johan did not take the help of others due to, like, yeah, if we do not take the help of others, we will not be able to complete our work in time, because it many time happens both in our personal as well as in professional life. Sometimes many simultaneous parallel work are to be, he was overconfident, yeah, that he has a head alone can do all the work, very true, unable to complete, he's not taking the help from others. So somewhere I think we are able to understand that without the help of others, we cannot do all the work alone. Another factors, as we said, the lack of trust, and the head was overconfident, which many time happens, can that I know it all attitude, I can do all the work. So this is, I think, some of the factors that we are not able to work in a team many times at our workplaces, because we do not trust others, we do not delegate our work to other people's, or maybe doubt their capabilities कि वो they are not able to do better than me, or I want to impress my boss, I should do all the work. Do not allow other people to come forward with the new ideas, because we are biased somewhere as a head by our own thinking that do whatever I say. As a team leader, boss says कि जैसा मैं कह रहा हूँ, you only do according to that. So that is why we are not able to come out with the new solutions. Another important thing is that we do not respect each other's opinions. That is what I am saying is only right. So result is we are not able to come out with the new innovations and the new solutions to the problems. We overload ourselves and we are not able to meet the deadlines many times. As we said, we were unable to complete the work. So here come, yeah, he was thinking he could have succeeded, could have taken credits all by himself. Very true, Shivani ji. I think this happens at workplaces. So here comes the importance of a team. Had Johan taken the help of his team members, he would have finished his assignment on time and everyone would have appreciated him. So an individual cannot perform all the tasks on his own. He needs the support as well as the guidance of others to be excellent in whatever he does. So complex goals only can be accomplished if individuals work together as a team. So in a nutshell, I will say we are not a team because we work together. We are a team only when we respect, trust, and care for each other. So then based on this, what is the difference between the team and the group? As we said that we are a team only when we have trust, helping attitude towards each other, respect for each other. Then what is the difference between the team and the group? See, this, yeah, team is working for the common goal. Group can also work for the common goal, yes. Team members work towards common goal. Group is rather a physical form. Yes. See, there are actually a number of parameters which make the group different from the team. See, when it comes to a group, participative decision making, as I said, the decisions are made and work is distributed by the boss. But if in a team, decisions are made by the whole team, everyone contributes towards the decision making, starting from the planning to the implementation to the evaluation of any project, any work. And the work and responsibilities are also divided by the team members themselves, depending upon their interest, depending upon their potential. Everyone has a voice in the team. Communication in a group, communication is one way from the boss to the members, and in the team it is free among all the members. In fact, I think this is one of the major prerequisite in forming a team. Ownership in a group, I think members are supposed to work only as per the instruction given by the authority, but in the team everyone has to take initiative, everyone has to own, be accountable for his roles, his responsibilities, or even if they have made a mistake, they should own that for the performance of the team and try to improve on this. Yes, Rashmi, the teamwork together with coordination, share their ideas to achieve the common goals. That is very important. Thank you, Rashmi ji. Trust and creativity, loyalty, I think in a group, loyalty is of utmost value. Those who are loyal to the boss get the rewards and benefits. But on the other side, in a team, trust and creativity are valued. Here, the personal relations with the leaders are kept aside. Personal development, conflict resolution. In a group, people become defensive when the objective evaluation of their work is done. However, in a team, it is well understood that such a evaluation is essential and it is being done only for the improvement in the performance. It is quite clear to everyone that one's contribution to the performance of team is important. So conflicts are controversial issues are easily resolved when we work as a team. They are managed properly. Do not lead to the heated arguments. The issues are discussed openly and appropriate feedback is given to everyone, because the goal is for the self improvement and also the improvement of the atmosphere in the team. Commitment and cooperation in the team, members shoulder the responsibility of the task as a whole and each other's task also. They work for making each other's work better and easy. They share their knowledge and expertise with each other, but however, in a group, they are concerned only about their own work. If someone's work is not up to the mark, others will only criticize and that make that person feel inadequate. In the group, boss is interested only in getting the work done. Individuals' welfare and achievements are neglected. But in the team, boss is involved in the work and the progress of the members also simultaneously. So next important is why we should be a team. I think nobody will deny that we should work as a team, as the word itself, TEAM, indicates that together everyone achieves more. I think two brains are always better than one, because a single brain cannot sometimes take all the critical decisions alone. That is why a team is formed where the team members contribute equally, making the task easy. Teamwork always produces better results because everyone is different and unique. Everyone has his own strengths and weaknesses. Aim is to bring out the best of everyone in the team to ensure self-development, positive communication between the members, clear leadership, and to work together as a team to solve the problem. Basically, it is the pooling of individual strengths to achieve a higher level of performance. Teamwork plays, I think, a very important role in the organization or as well as our personal lives also. Let's say simple example, what happens when there is a function in your house? All of you divide the work among yourselves and work in small groups. Your family, your friends, your relatives, you work together as a team to for the success of that function. And the success and the failure of that function depends upon the way you coordinate with each other and work cohesively. Similarly, at workplace, for organizing, let us say as a teacher, when you have to organize the events like sports activities or maybe the cultural activities or carry out some other, let's say, research projects at the institute level, every employee is dependent on his fellow employees to work together and contribute efficiently. No employee can work alone. He has to take the help of his colleagues at some point of time or the others. And it is not theoretical. Many research studies have also revealed that outcome comes out to be far better than the people work in a team rather than individually, as every individual can contribute in his or her best possible way. I think the importance of the team you will also appreciate from this visual also. Every member in a team has the times when they need the support of each other. See, this energy of individual is a very powerful and strong instrument. So don't go by the idea that working alone brings glory. Working alone may help your ego sometimes, however, will not necessarily make you a regular winner. So I'm sure that by now you are totally convinced about the importance of the teamwork. But if you would like to see some more benefits, I think I would like to share a small video with you about the importance of teamwork that will give you yet another perspective. So that video is on that story you might have heard in the childhood, that is an age old story of the tortoise and the hare race. I think everybody knows that story. You know that story, hare and the tortoise, which we have read in our I think primary classes. So what was that story? Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, I think till that point, you know the story that there was a hare and a tortoise. They had an argument about who is faster, and they decided to settle the argument with a race. The tortoise and hare both agreed on a route and started off the race. And the I think a hare shot ahead and ran faster for some time. Then, seeing that he was far ahead of the tortoise, he thought he would sit under a tree for some time and relax before continuing the race. So he sat under the tree and soon fell asleep. The tortoise slowly was coming, overtook him, and finished the race, emerging as the winner. And the hare woke up after some time and realized that he had lost the race. And the moral of the story was slow and steady wins the race. So this is the, I think, version of the story that we all have grown up with. But the story actually continues and give you another perspective of importance of teamwork. I would like to share that video film with you.
आज हम देखेंगे कि टीम वर्क की इम्पोर्टेंस क्या है और क्यों किसी भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में टीम बनकर काम करना जरूरी है। आपने बचपन में वो कहानी तो सुनी ही होगी जिसमें एक कछुए और खरगोश में बहस छिड़ जाती है कि दोनों में से कौन ज्यादा फास्ट है, और दोनों रेस लगा लेते हैं। खरगोश रेस शुरू होते ही बहुत आगे निकल जाता है और कछुए को बहुत पीछे देख पेड़ के नीचे थोड़ी देर के लिए सो जाता है। जब खरगोश सो रहा होता है, कछुआ पीछे से आकर आगे निकल जाता है। जब खरगोश नींद से जागता है तब उसे रियलाइज होता है कि वो रेस हार चुका है। इस कहानी से हमने ये सीखा था कि स्लो एंड स्टेडी विंस द रेस। लेकिन कोई नहीं जानता कि उसके बाद क्या हुआ। तो आइए देखते हैं कि खरगोश और कछुए के बीच उस रेस के बाद क्या हुआ। खरगोश रेस हारने के बाद बहुत ही मायूस हो गया। उसे एहसास हो गया कि अगर वो ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट ना होता और रेस को इजी ना लेता तो कछुआ उसे किसी भी तरह हरा नहीं सकता था। उसने कछुए को एक और रेस के लिए चैलेंज किया, जिसके लिए कछुआ मान गया। रेस शुरू हुई और इस बार खरगोश ने कोई गलती नहीं की और फुल स्पीड में दौड़ते हुए फिनिशिंग लाइन तक पहुंच गया और रेस जीत ली। कछुआ बहुत पीछे रह गया और हार गया। इस स्टोरी से हमने ये सीखा कि फास्ट और कंसिस्टेंट हमेशा स्लो और स्टेडी को हरा देगा। अगर आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में दो लोग हैं, एक बंदा है जो थोड़ा स्लो है, सिस्टमैटिक है और रिलायबल भी है, लेकिन एक दूसरा बंदा भी है जो फास्ट है और रिलायबल भी, तो याद रखिए जो फास्ट वाला बंदा है वही ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में स्लो वाले बंदे से आगे बढ़ेगा। स्लो और स्टेडी होना अच्छी बात है, लेकिन फास्ट और रिलायबल होना ज्यादा अच्छी बात है। लेकिन हमारी खरगोश और कछुए वाली स्टोरी यहीं खत्म नहीं होती है। आइए देखते हैं कि आगे क्या हुआ। अब क्योंकि कछुआ हार चुका था, उसने भी अपना दिमाग दौड़ाया और उसे भी ये बात समझ में आ गई कि जिस ट्रैक पर रेस लगी थी उस ट्रैक पर अब वो खरगोश को कभी हरा नहीं पाएगा, क्योंकि कितना भी कर लो वो खरगोश से स्लो ही है। उसके दिमाग में एक आइडिया आया और उसने फिर से खरगोश को रेस के लिए चैलेंज किया, लेकिन इस बार उसने ये शर्त रखी कि रेस का रास्ता यानी रेस का रूट वो खुद डिसाइड करेगा। खरगोश मान गया। रेस जीतने के लिए एक छोटे से जंगल से गुजरते हुए एक पहाड़ तक पहुंचना था, जहां आज से पहले खरगोश कभी नहीं गया था। रेस शुरू हो गई। जैसे कि खरगोश ने डिसाइड किया था, वो फुल स्पीड से आगे निकल गया, लेकिन रास्ते में उसे एक बहुत बड़ी नदी मिल गई। खरगोश परेशान हो गया क्योंकि उसे तैरना नहीं आता था और परेशान होकर वहीं बैठ गया। थोड़ी ही देर में कछुआ भी वहां पहुंच गया और नदी में कूद गया और तैरते हुए नदी पार कर ली, पहाड़ की तरफ चल दिया और रेस जीत गया। अब इस कहानी से हमने ये सीखा कि पहले अपनी स्किल्स और एबिलिटीज को जान लें और फिर उसके हिसाब से अपना प्ले फील्ड डिसाइड करें, या दूसरे शब्दों में जिस काम में आप अच्छे हो वैसे काम ज्यादा से ज्यादा करने की कोशिश करें। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर आप किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काम करते हो और अगर आप अच्छे स्पीकर हो तो कोशिश करो ऐसी अपॉर्चुनिटीज पैदा करने की जिसमें आपको प्रेजेंटेशन देने का मौका मिले, ताकि मैनेजमेंट के लोग आपको नोटिस कर सकें। अगर आप एनालिसिस करने में अच्छे हो तो अच्छे से रिसर्च कीजिए, अच्छे से रिपोर्ट बनाइए और मैनेजमेंट को भेजिए, इससे भी आप हाईलाइट होंगे। अगर आप अपनी स्ट्रेंथ्स के हिसाब से काम करोगे तो इससे न सिर्फ लोग आपको नोटिस करेंगे बल्कि ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में भी आगे जाने के आपके चांसेस भी बढ़ेंगे। लेकिन हमारे खरगोश और कछुए वाली स्टोरी अब भी खत्म नहीं हुई। एक आखिरी चीज बाकी थी। अब तक खरगोश और कछुआ अच्छे दोस्त बन गए थे और इस बार उन दोनों ने साथ मिलकर ये सोचा और रियलाइज किया कि जो रेस उन्होंने पिछली बार यानी कि जो रेस पहाड़ तक लगाई थी वो रेस और भी अच्छी और मजेदार हो सकती थी। इसलिए उन दोनों ने सेम ट्रैक पर फिर से रेस लगाई, लेकिन इस बार अलग अलग नहीं बल्कि एक टीम बनकर। रेस शुरू हुई। खरगोश ने कछुए को अपनी पीठ पर बिठाया और दौड़ना शुरू किया। वो लोग नदी तक पहुंचे। अब कछुए ने खरगोश को अपनी पीठ पर बिठाया और नदी पार की। नदी पार होने के बाद फिर खरगोश ने कछुए को अपनी पीठ पर बिठाया और फिर से दौड़ना शुरू किया। इस तरह वो दोनों एक साथ फिनिशिंग लाइन तक पहुंच गए। इस बार दोनों को इस जीत में जितना मजा आया, जितना सेटिस्फैक्शन मिला, वो उन्हें पिछली रेसों में नहीं मिला था। इस स्टोरी से हमने ये सीखा कि अगर आप ब्रिलियंट हो और आपके पास स्किल्स भी हैं तो अच्छी बात है, लेकिन जब तक आप एक टीम बनकर दूसरों के साथ काम करने की बजाय सिर्फ उनसे कंपटीशन ही करने में लगे रहोगे, आप हमेशा थोड़ा बहुत तो पीछे रह ही जाओगे। क्योंकि कुछ तो सिचुएशन बनेगी जहां आपको कुछ नहीं जमेगा और कोई और वो काम कर लेगा। इसलिए गाइस, टीम बनकर काम करो, टीम बनकर रहो, क्योंकि जब आप एक टीम में होते हो तब आपको एक दूसरे की स्ट्रेंथ्स और वीकनेस का पता होता है। इसका पहला फायदा तो ये होता है कि आप किसी भी बड़े काम को टीम मेंबर्स की स्ट्रेंथ्स के अकॉर्डिंगली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं, जिसकी वजह से वो काम सही टाइम पर और सक्सेसफुली कंप्लीट हो जाता है। अगर किसी प्रॉब्लम का सोल्यूशन निकालना हो तब एक इंडिविजुअल बंदा कभी ना कभी किसी ना किसी जगह अटक ही जाता है, लेकिन जब उसका सोल्यूशन निकालने के लिए एक टीम बैठती है तब एक साथ बहुत सारे दिमाग काम करते हैं और किसी ना किसी तरह उस प्रॉब्लम का सोल्यूशन निकाल ही लेते हैं। और फाइनली सपोर्ट, जी हाँ, सपोर्ट। जब आप एक टीम में काम करते हो तब आप एक दूसरे को सपोर्ट करते हो। कोई किसी प्रॉब्लम में अटक जाता है तो आप उसकी हेल्प कर देते हो, और जब आप किसी प्रॉब्लम में अटक जाते हो तो वो आपकी हेल्प कर देता है। इतना ही नहीं, एक साथ मिलकर काम करने से एक दूसरे का नॉलेज शेयर होता है, जिसकी वजह से आपका और सामने वाले का भी प्रोफेशनल डेवलपमेंट होता है। जी हाँ, प्रोफेशनल डेवलपमेंट। ये बॉन्ड बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है। अगर आपके ग्रुप में से या आपकी टीम में से अनफॉर्चुनेटली कोई मेंबर जॉब छोड़ देता है तब भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की प्रोडक्टिविटी और काम काज पर असर नहीं पड़ता।
So the friends, the purpose of showing this video was to show you about the importance of the teamwork, and the moral of the story is that कि अपनी core competencies में strong and brilliant होना is very good, but unless until we are not able to connect our competency with the competency of our colleagues, so anytime our performance may not be of that level, because life may many situations come when we are not able to do to that level. And the another important point from the story was that कि खरगोश और कछुए ने कभी भी हार नहीं मानी। व्हेन खरगोश हारा तो उसने ज्यादा हार्डवर्क करने का, ज्यादा एफर्ट करने के लिए डिसाइड किया और रेस को जीता। और जब कछुआ हारा, व्हाट ही डिड, ही चेंज हिज स्ट्रैटेजी, बिकॉज वो ऑलरेडी ही वाज डूइंग दैट एफर्ट जितना कि वो कर सकता था, बट ही वाज नॉट एबल टू विन द रेस। सो हमें भी अपनी लाइफ में इसी तरह करना चाहिए कि व्हेनेवर यू फेस फेल्योर, तो नेक्स्ट टाइम make more effort, or after doing so much of effort, even if you feel that you are not getting this success, so somewhere change your strategy, because with the same strategy you are not able to get the results, so change your strategy. So this was the moral of the story, that how important is the teamwork. So next I wanted to discuss with you was the team building process. As earlier I said, team building involves a wide range of activities and management techniques for improving the team performance. Individuals brought together to work on a project do not automatically become a team the day project begins. It takes time and energy to transform a group of people into a team. Individuals likely come from varied backgrounds, and they may have different reasons also for being involved in the project. They may present different levels, different positions from various departments within the organization also. There may be cultural or social diversity among the team members, and it may take time for them to get to know and understand each other. In many projects, I think people who have never worked together, they are also assigned to the same project team. So this group of individuals have to develop into an effective team to achieve the project objective successfully. And the teams have, during the team building process, they progress through 4 stages of development on their way to become a cohesive and a productive team. And those 4 stages are known as the forming stage, the storming stage, norming stage, and the performing stage. So, to start with the first stage, which is known as the forming stage, before I think explaining those stages, I would like to give a small example about for these stages. It is like a personal relationship, let us say between two people, which takes time to develop. Initially, when two people met each other, you may be curious about each other, but little apprehensive also about opening yourself to the other person. But gradually, as you get to know each other a little more, you may begin to notice the differences also in your attitudes, your values, and the other person. Then only the disagreements arise. The same happens while you go through a team building process. You may be anxious about whether the relationship should continue or not, but as you work through those differences, you may get to know each other better, and then you finally become friends. Finally, you may develop a close relationship that helps you to be open with each other, accept each other's differences, and enjoy participating together in activities that are of mutual interest. Same happens in the team building process also. When we pass through these 4 stages, the first stage, during this stage, which is known as the forming stage, the group members feel excitement. They have positive expectations and they are eager to get started on the project. But initially, they will be formal towards each other, may also be anxious that there would be no clear idea of the goals or the expectations and the complexity of the project. Team members are unsure of their own roles, the roles of the other members of the project team. At this stage, members are generally open and receptive to the suggestions. But in this stage, the team needs direction because there is no clarity about anything. Members depend more on the leader to provide direction and the structure. And the second stage of team development is known as the storming stage. Like I said, the teenage years, it is usually tough on everyone, but you have to go through it. The second stage, the project objective is now clear. Members start to apply their skills to work on their assigned task and begin to work slowly. Now the reality sets in, but it may not match the individual's initial expectations. For example, they find now the task is more extensive or difficult than they had anticipated, or maybe the time frame, or maybe the cost constraints may be tighter than they had expected. So they have more questions now about their roles and responsibilities with respect to the other team members. So this stage is the start of the conflicts in the team. At this stage now the communication is important. Otherwise the tensions will increase. Individuals have to bend, have to mold their feelings, ideas, attitudes, and beliefs to suit the whole team. Compromises may be needed to enable the progress. Then after this stage, the third stage comes the norming stage. This stage is when people begin to recognize, they begin to realize that they are in this team together. They are alike now. They tend to get more social. Roles and responsibilities are now clear and accepted by each and every member. The team members now identify the helpful behavior to each other, like whenever there is a meeting or certain deadline is to be met, they are on time, they are honest with their work, courteous to each other, listen to each other. That means they stay on the track and complete their work. And now at this stage, they avoid the harmful behavior, being critical, being manipulative, or maybe dominating, or engaging in sub conversation about the other people. At this stage, there is greater we feeling rather than the I feeling. And finally, when they reach this stage, the final stage comes as the performing stage. In this phase, now the team has achieved harmony, they have defined their task, they have worked out their relationship, they have sorted out the differences, and now start producing its results. Members have learned now to work together, to manage their conflicts, and contribute to meet the team's purpose. The team is now mature. The members will be self motivated as well as they will be self trained now to take the appropriate decisions depending upon the situation. Now there is less dependence on the leader. When team becomes mature, they start producing their results. So team at the stage of performing now, they are self-controlling, they are practical, they are loyal as well as productive. The focus is there on the performance of the team. So these are the four stages when the team building process. And the success factor on the teams now will depend upon the nature of the leadership. The role of the leader is very important in the team building process, along with the shared vision and the sense of purpose. The second important factor for the success of the team is the collaborative nature of the team members. The next factor is the way in which the team members are now empowered to the extent that they proactively participates in the team success. So, as I said, the first and foremost factor is the nature of the leadership. The leadership of the team, I think it is obvious that a team is as good as its leader and a leader is as good as the team. Hence, this two-way process determines the extent to which the team is successful. We cannot have good leaders without good teams, and we cannot have good teams without good leaders. They go in hand, and the ability of the leader to make his or her team believe in the shared vision of the team determines the success of the team. Leader plays an important role in managing his team well. The next factor, as I said, the collaborative nature of the team. Often people mistake collaboration for the competition, whereas collaboration results in a win-win situation for the team members. The competition results in a win-lose situation, which is not good for the overall success of the team. We cannot have teams where members work for individual goals at the expense of the team's goals. Successful teams adopt strategies where each member of the team puts the goal of the team ahead of his or her individual objectives. Personal interest must take a back seat, and all of them must deliver their level best to achieve the team objective. And the third factor, as I said, the autonomy to the team members. That contributes to the success of the team, in which the individual members of the team are empowered to recommend the changes, act in the ways that enhances the team performance. So successful teams are those where the individual members can act independently and without taking authorization for each and every change and take decisions accordingly. So a good leader would ensure that the people on the ground are empowered enough to act as the representatives of the team or the organization to take the decisions as per the demands of the situations. And some of the benefits of the teamwork, if you work in a team, are that the task is accomplished at a faster pace when it is done by a team rather than individual. An individual will definitely take more time to perform if he is single-handedly responsible for everything. When employees work together, they start helping each other, responsibilities are shared, and it reduces the workload and the work pressure on the team members. The second benefit is there is always a healthy competition among the team members. See, competition is always good for the employees as well as for the organization, as every individual feels motivated to perform better than the other team member and in a way contributing to his team and the organization. The third important benefit is teamwork is also important to improve the relationship amongst the employees. See, when individuals work in close coordination with each other, they come to know each other better. Teamwork also reduces the chances of unnecessarily conflicts among the employees when they have good relationships with them, and everyone would like to try his level best to support his team member. So the level of bonding increases as a result of teamwork. And also team members can also gain from each other. See, every individual, as we said, is different and has some qualities. So one can always benefit something or the other from his team members' expertise, which would help them in the long run. And finally, the benefit is work never suffers or takes a backseat in the team. In the team, members can perform and manage the work in the absence of any other member, because there are situations when one has to go on leave for certain emergencies. When we are working together, our work will not suffer because our team member will take the responsibility of the other team members' work who is in the personal or the official emergencies, and the work is not affected much. So finally, I will say the teamwork must be encouraged at the workplace as it strengthens the bond among the employees, and the targets can be met at a faster pace and easily. Workload is shared and individuals feel motivated to perform better than his team members. So at the end, I will say overall team building in the workplace enables better communication, better relationships, and ultimately increases the productivity and the output, and also creates the healthy work atmosphere at the workplace. So thank you, participant. This is all from my side.